Thank you.
God bless you.
Everybody. It's very
Ogboro-Okor, our superstar T-shirt for Dr. Loretta Oduware, a new player into a team. Yes, you upgrade with the T-shirt. So give it to them. A round of applause for her. Please come.
For those who have followed me over the past couple of years, you will find out that I have gone around the state, gone around the country, been on television station, and what I have pushed is the idea that we must go back to the basics, that we must bring governance closer to the people. And in doing that, the first thing where we need to do is say, we go spend the people money on top of the people. That's the first pillar. The second pillar, we say, we will create an environment where Edo State economy will snowball and everything will just take off. So for that first pillar, you have technology, health, and education. And as we talk this technology, health, and education, we talk basic education and technology schools, skills acquisition, or vocational schools, as you will call it. The reason is simple. If you use a country like Germany, take Sweden, take these countries that people call developed. I don't like to use the term developed for them because we are also developed in our own way. But I would rather say resource-rich nations. Take their examples, and you will find out that they do well because their vocational and skills sector is alive, well, and thriving. And the only way to do that is to focus on basic education from primary 1 to primary 6 and ensure that vocational education pathway is optimized. Because when you do this, you are going to move our nation from consuming to producing.
Yes.
Let me give a practical example. When you go to England, you will see the mechanics pretend for Edo State. To answer this, I'll give you a bit of background. I was the very first female, the very first woman, like one EA said today, say first girl, because she was a lot older than me, to come out in Edo State and say I am running for governor of the state. And what my coming out portends for our agenda is already becoming clear, even now on the journey, even before we reach there. It portends mentoring. Because when I was growing up, I had issues with seeing women across the state from Edo State who were up there and willing to stretch a hand and say, come, I will mentor you. Mentorship can be near, mentorship can be far, but I didn't see such figures. So today, right now, children in Edo State are seeing a figure, a Dr. Loretta Oduware Ogboro-Okor. And thankfully, some other women also came up after me to say they want to run for governor of Edo State. So that in itself is a very powerful message. And it's also a powerful message that we are sending across the world, that we are now in the age of 2024, and we understand that when you educate a woman, you educate a nation. And I am standing on the shoulders of giants that have gone before me. Edo State produced the first elected female senator in Nigeria. Bless her soul, Senator Franca Afegwa. And we have also had Senator Daisy Danjuma. It is time we are going to take history a top notch and have the first elected female governor in Nigeria. Now, what this portends is twofold. So apart from that mentoring, apart from the girl child from Edo State knowing that there are no limits, I can be who I want to be, there comes that part where the men of Edo State will also shine. They will shine in the sense that they are co-drivers in this progressive struggle to change the face of history. And the boy children too, we have the confidence that they are being raised to understand that Edo State is made up of strong-minded women. On my part, a Loretta-led government will ensure that we have projects that take care of the vulnerable groups. In this group, we have the women, we have the youths, we have the elderly, and we have the differently abled. I don't call them disabled. They are differently abled. So that means we are going to look at basic things, basic education, basic healthcare, ease of doing business. How can our mothers trade? How can they get soft loan? How can they leapfrog and become small and medium scale entrepreneurs? How can we drop their taxation? How can we sustain them? How do we reduce domestic violence? And how do we bring their courage up? So these are things we are going to look at. But we will not do it in isolation. We will do it with our strong fathers and our strong brothers from Edo State. John Okuba from Guardian. Joy, I hope I answered your question. And again, I don't want to give too much expo. You know, right now it's like doing an exam. Right now, all the other aspirants are watching me on television, taking notes. So let me be a bit conservative in my answers. And to my brother John from Guardian, I thank you very much. The 2023 election, LP did very well. LP and the Obedience combined did very well. A movement in the hearts of the people cannot be crushed because it is in the hearts of the people. You can only crush tangible things, visible things, but you can't crush what lives in the hearts of the people. And to live in the hearts of men and women is not to ever be forgotten. So the move for a new Nigeria and the move for a new Edo State is ongoing. So what happened in the 2023 election, the snatching of ballot boxes, the inadequacies with agents, all of those are lessons we have learned and we are building on. And rest assured that we now have solutions to those mistakes and we have preparations for the events that we can foresee will happen. Edo State is not going to be a state where people who have had the lion heart and bravery to do business with the Portuguese in the 19 or 1800s will chicken out. Edo State is very different. Our National Publicity Secretary mentioned 75%. Do you think 75% of our population are going to go to sleep? Or do you think they are going to get awake and wake up more people? That's what's going to happen. So people will try to stop the course of democracy. But like we saw in the French Revolution, change lies within the hearts of people. And every day it snowballs, it gets bigger. So now 2023 is in the past, 2024 is before us, 2024 is in the future. We have learned and we have also devised ways to tackle the snatching of the boxes, the changing of the ballots, and the disenfranchisement of the people. So have no fears at all. There is something called Phobopho. Phobopho is the fear of fear. The fear of failing. And that is the beginning of inaction. So we must put all of these fears behind us. And we must know that we are fearfully and wonderfully made. That we are Edo State. We are the heartbeat. And we are going to beat in such a way that nobody, nothing is going to stop Edo State producing a Labour Party governor in 2024. I am privileged to straddle the unique position of the Obedience and the Labour Party. Many may not know But I led the team that worked tooth and nail to draw the healthcare part of the Obidient Labour Party manifesto. I worked with teams around the world, sleepless nights. So it is with great humility that I reassure the Labour Party that their zeal to change the face of democracy in Nigeria and the burning desire by the Obedients to be the change that Nigeria has been waiting for, a new dawn that Nigeria has been waiting for, is today born in Edo State, in me, Dr. Loretta Oduware Ogboro-Okor. I see myself as a light bearer, and come 2024, this year we are in September, on the platform of the Labour Party, harmonized with the Obedience. We are bridging the gap, sir.
Thank you.
We will take that light and light up Osadebe Avenue. And Edo State shall be like a city upon the hill, from which light shines to not just Edo State or the people of Edo State, but to the entire country and to Africa at large. On this note, I want to say, God bless Edo State, God bless the Labour Party, God bless all Obedients worldwide, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much. Mentors across Nigeria, great men and women.
And presented to Dr. Loretta. I use this opportunity under the influence of the Obidient movement worldwide and the Vmcii to present this to Madam. We can now, please, we can now hear from studio. This is the expression of interest form to contest for governor in Edo State and presented to Dr. Loretta Oduware Ogboro-Okor under the influence of the Obidient movement worldwide. And of course, God bless Edo State and God bless Nigeria. Thank you, distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the press. And who do you want? Who do you want? I want Loretta. I want Loretta. I want Loretta. I want Loretta. I love Loretta. Here for what? Somebody. We're here for what? Somebody. Who are we here for? Who are we here for? She cannot hear you. Loretta. Who are you here for? Loretta.
Contact